Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Saidatul Mafira. I'm from Creativity and Innovation class B, and then I would like to present my interview report from Kampoeng Sinaoe in Buduran Sewalan Panji, Sidoarjo. And firstly, I wanted to explain about the importance of writing a report. So, in the writing of report, you can practice your writing to be systematically and structurally, because if you write writing, for example, like a report, you must know about the rules and the structure of writing those texts, and then become the evidence of reference in the managed report and present it. For example, like if you would like to present it in front of the class, you has evidence to support your presented to be strong, and then to improve the critical thinking, because in the report you can also input your critic about the evidence or about the occur that happened in that report. And then the second is how the way and when I get the data. I know this community is from my friends. My friend is the same organization with me in Sahabat Beasiswa, and then I know about that community. So I I take the organization to be a edupreneurship for submitting for fill this assignment. And then I held this interview on 17 September 2019 in the afternoon, in 5 p.m. And then the location is that I have explained before in the first presented, is in Siwalan Panji Street, Buduran Sidoarjo. It's near enough from my hometown. And then the kind of this business is edupreneur, because this communication is runs in the educational field that helps some children's or learners to study together. And then the history how to build the business or community is, there is a two founder, but actually one founder is Mr. Zambroni that help, and his wife, but his wife is just help in the middle of business runs. And then the first happen is actually Mrs. Zambroni help some children in her neighborhood to do their assignment or to do their homework together. After he finished he graduated from Win Maliki in art major. And then time by time many children join to study together, because the community is most famous or familiar in the environment. And then the first name is not Kampoeng Sinaoe, but Alfala English course. This is a inspiration from his study in Malang. I mean in Win Maliki Malang, because she has graduated from Alfala English course. So of course that's why he used to name his business. But firstly is Alfala English course. But time by time the people call it Kampoeng Sinaoe, because people surrounding in that village assume that that village is for study together, and then it will be called it will called at 2014. And then challenging as a edupreneur in Kampoeng Sinaoe is misunderstanding about the parents of the students in the village or the students that study there, because this community is applied about sharing system, not competition. With sometimes some school or some scores to stress about the competition, but in this community or in this business it's not stress about that, because this community just stress about the sharing the knowledge, sharing the idea, or sharing the lesson together, not the competition. And then this business don't want to obtain the intervention from other. It means that this community built from their food or their stand to manage the financials. And then, but sometimes there is a donator to give some books to improve the study of students and support the students to study. And then the model of promotion and marketing is from mouth to mouth, actually from the village, people of the village, and then from mouth to other village, and then the printed media, for example, like a newspaper, magazine, and then media social like Facebook or Instagram, and then electronic media like television, radio, and then yes, like that. And then there's a interesting story about the founder of this kampung English. Like, firstly, the founder is helped some foreign language from Netherlands, but I forget about the problems. And then there is no reason. The foreign language is wanted to join Mr. Zambroni to follow in the Kampoeng Sinaoe. And then so there is two foreigners. The name is Martin and Kate. They are from the Netherlands. And then after they follow Mr. Zambroni in the Kampoeng Sinaoe, and then they gone back to their country. And then there is the brilliant idea that two foreigners want to promote this business or this community to take some volunteer for study in a Kampoeng Sinaoe. So that's why in Kampoeng Sinaoe, the tutor also from the teacher from the Netherlands or others country. For example, like in Germany, in the US, in the UK, and then so many countries that join to be volunteer in the Kampoeng Sinaoe. And then how to handle quality of the product and or service based on the founder of the Kampoeng Sinaoe has a unique tradition that it means that after finish a book or finish kitab or like kitab, because in the Kampoeng Sinaoe also study about the kitab, for example like a kitab Akhlakul Karimah. And then after finish the kitab or a book, there's like tasyakuran, for example, like that. And then after the class, the tutor must as a leader to pray together. And then the requirement to build the business is from our interview, we must have a good intention or niyyah in the first, is because it's important. And then the goals, what the goals that would be to build a business. And then a belief to Allah, because anything, if we thank to the Allah. To Allah, our plan will be wonderful. So thank you for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.